Rajiv Doreswamy here with another new episode in the Rajiv podcast. I hope you enjoy it. Hey folks, welcome to the podcast, and this is season number one. Uh, the topic is handling our crisis. Episode number one, internal crisis. This is connected to the current situation that we are all going through right now, which is the coronavirus pandemic or the COVID 19 pandemic, where everybody is locked at home and people who have personal problems, who suffer from uh, connecting with people, uh, and this is a bit closer to my personal story, and I want to uh, reach out to folks who are struggling right now with uh, with internal problems such as depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies, and I hope this story can resonate well with you, and it helps shine a light to 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 you if you are undergoing the current situation. So let's get down to it. This personal story takes me back at the year 2008 till 2015. Sorry. Uh, those were the times where it was a very creative period for me because it was only me and my father, and this was during my stay in Bangalore in India, where, as mentioned, it was only the two of us, and it was a time of creativity as well as reflecting back at it. It was a time of uh, something bad that uh, uh, that was more that made an impact to where I am today now in Philippines, and uh, developing my myself as a person, as a person, and as a contributor to society. uh, this story uh, is all about um, the times when it was a struggle. 2008 till 2015, it was really the toughest struggle that I had because uh, when I was in India, this was a very bad time because it was the same year where I flunked out of high school, and I had no direction in life, and uh, it was a time where I had less friends. I was slowly phasing out, or I was moving out from from society because I I felt that as a high school dropout, I have no value and I contributed less to society. So I decided to build this cocoon at home where I only lived in my own world, and the only thing that connected me to to people. Uh, I think I remember very clearly that I rarely had conversations, intellectual conversations, or conversations for that matter, with another human being, and it was tough. It was really tough for me, and the story goes that throughout that timeline, the only person I could communicate with is my father, and the only topics that I rarely talk about was my art, my music, which till today I really do appreciate the fact that had not been for those things, those hobbies, or now I integrate them as part of my life. They saved my life. I mean, if if I looked at it in the alternative world, there were times where I often wondered I would have I would have never lived to have this conversation, to have this podcast with you. I would have been dead on the street somewhere in Bangalore. And uh, uh, this all started out uh, 2008 high school. It was my eighth grade, and this was a year where uh, during the progress of my years, um, things were tough. I mean, there were a lot of personal problems at home, and things hit the fan, as they say. It was really so bad that the environment at home and the environment in school uh, led me to this downward spiral of depression. In the next coming years, um, I I was advised to go under correspondence course or homeschool, and uh, I did survive. I mean, I survived, and I continued my 10th grade and my 12th grade. Uh, but the timeline between those two also, it was not really it not really the best, because I was all on my own. In school, I had the ability to talk to people and exchange ideas, but being alone at home, it was really the toughest thing, because if I had an idea, I, I could never run this idea to anyone except my father. And sometimes some of those good ideas also were uh, destroyed because it was tough. I mean, and moving forward during 2013 or 2013 or 14, um, I finished animation, and I was back into isolation again, animation. And I think I finished my my 12th grade, and I was back in isolating in this cocoon. uh I had a lot of self doubts. I had a lot of suicidal tendencies, because I often ask myself the value that I provide to myself as a human being, and to society. And well, when it came to the struggles that affected me during those times, uh, it had a major impact. As we move forward during those years, 2015, um, I told my father, and I told my mother, who is in Philippines. I decided to come home because family is here. At least I have an ability to speak to them and conversate, and at least I won't get depressed. When I came back home 2015, uh, uh, and I joined, of course, college, and joined society again. I really had a tough time. I mean, it was tough to the point that when I wanted to speak about an idea or exchange or engage, the only things that carried me was the language that I had with my father, which of course in Philippines they don't understand that, which is tough. And I did not have the ability to adapt my certain personalities to certain age groups, and it was tough. But then I found my footing a few years, and I'm improving. So that's the best thing about life is the lessons that you learn. And the, my advice, if you guys are undergoing that time, um, talk to someone. I mean, it's the only thing you can do. I mean, coming from a person who suffered from depression and suicidal thoughts and tendencies, uh, talking to someone really helps elevate those problems. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. Speak to people who can be there, friends or family members or forums, and just release and thing. It's it's tough at first for me. It will be tough for you, I presume, but uh, we are all here created to grow and develop our character, and it I hope this message that the it is this message gives you a clear perspective that none that there's this the saying that no man is an island really means a lot. It's good to be isolated. I mean, uh, in being isolated in one way is that you get to discover yourself, but if you isolate yourself too much too often, you begin to lose your sanity, which is really uh, one of the tough things to recover from, especially from a long period of time being away. um, in conclusion to this, I hope this message is helpful, uh, uh, and if you need someone to talk to, I mean, reach out to me, social media, and I hope everybody has picked up something. I mean, this is uh, this is my first of stories to tell, and the I wish everybody safety, especially now where we are really really vulnerable, and not the best time for us all to, especially those who suffer from anxiety and who have internal problems, who cannot really tell the difference between uh, being safe isolated and being and coming back to society where society's norms uh, do not match you as a person, and the misunderstanding, miscommunication, and everything. Uh, in, to end this message is, I hope everybody is safe again. Uh, we're all hoping that this pandemic ends, and I hope everybody grows and learns to develop as human beings, and I hope this helps, this message helps you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please spread the word to those, to a friend who you know who's struggling currently. Spread the word, and I hope you have a good day, night, or evening, and cheers. Stay safe and stay awesome, folks.